I am a crazy perfectionist in any sense of the word. The work I publish, I digested it for months. So most of the work I put out is already like a couple months old, sometimes even years. I always make many variations of the same thing, but to land on a style could take months or even years to get to a specific point, just because I want to make sure that everything is legit there and I did take the right decisions in there. Yes, I'm a crazy perfectionist. And not even with work, but in everything I do. Like, I became father 2 years ago, and I'm like, oh, I wanna nail this. I wanna do it well. So I just try everything to be a good father.
Wat heb je op je shirt?
Niks.
Heb je iets gevoeld?
Nee, dat gaan we hier niet.
I grew up in Hilversum and I still live there. Hilversum is quite a small town, like countryside, but also not. My family is still there. I have my own family right there right now, which is amazing. Being a father really made me realize that life is not about work, and sometimes taking a step back could mean many steps forward later. Like, look around you and observe the magic of life from time to time. It's just amazing to have that kind of comfort zone. It's quite cool that being an artist, like, you don't have to move to bigger cities no more, like not to London, not to Berlin, or not to even Amsterdam, and you can just stick to your roots and stick to your core. Yeah, that seems to be the most efficient way for me. I started to create digitally on an illegal version of Photoshop at the age of 14. This friend of mine, he was showing me David Masha, and I don't know what fascinated me about it, but it was something that didn't exist. And I still don't know what it was. Like, it was something purely abstract. It was something modern as well. It was made with a computer. And I was like, wow. And ever since that moment, I tried to put all my time to create in the digital field and educate myself and sort of like build onto that. The body of work that focuses more on reflection, called Mirage, for instance, which is super focused on that beautiful moment when you walk in nature. Me being a creative, I observe a lot, like that magical moment in time where you think like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Like, I try to capture that. My work in general is lots about movement within still images. It reflects dynamics, it reflects movement. Like, it's not always an animation. I can animate, but I prefer to bring still images to life. With the Velocity series, I really try to capture speed and a sport that's all about details. And I think this is by far the most experimental body of work I've ever done. Doing 200 unique pieces without being a code artist is something different. And it's a nice challenge, to be honest, because it really put me out of that comfort zone. Building a system that has a different output anytime without using too much code, because obviously I'm not a generative artist, but I wanted to have those unpredictable moments. I wanted to reflect that in my work. You can't control every output. Like, usually I control those until perfection. And I thought, like, what if I make it more spontaneous? I enjoy it so much, like this ride, and it's definitely going to be a pivotal point in my artistic journey to continue like this and think more about systems and having the dialogue with the computer. As a creative, you don't always put out like fire, right? Like, there are shitty outputs as well. Sometimes you don't vibe with it, and sometimes you don't make any progress in a day, and that happens. I love that, to embrace the process and to see the process as a beautiful thing as well, because we tend to share our perfect lives all the time and our perfect outputs, but I really enjoy to let go of that. In the end, like, I know this perfection will never be reached, and everything is part of a bigger process. when I started 20 years ago, I would have never thought that I would end up here. Then I feel it's just a new chapter in my creative journey again, and that excites me, that I'm able to execute myself on this level and try new things and dare to put that out with such an iconic brand is just like a dream coming true to me.